let's do it. This is the Draw Festival, baby. Seagate Restoration. Let's go ahead and draw some cards here, and we have... Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with ManaMan. Today, we've got a juicer for you. We've got the Draw Festival. That is why I kind of wanted to build a little bit of a fun deck here where we can just draw a bunch of cards. So what's the kind of core aspect here? Well, there's two different ways that we can get rid of our hand size. The first way is Wizard's Class. This is going to be a one-drop enchantment that just says you have no maximum hand size. Now, some of the times you're going to be able to go into level 2, which lets you draw 2 cards, which isn't the most mana efficient thing, but again, we're a control deck and we want to be a little bit, we're looking long-term anyway. Level 3 is not going to come up very often, but as long as we get rid of the maximum hand size, that's kind of what we're going to be wanting to do. Seagate Restoration also gets rid of our maximum hand size for the rest of the game. Now, this does come up a little bit later. It's a little bit fat of a card, but we are running this card along with Inspired Idea. Inspired Idea lets you draw 3 cards for the price of 3, which is insanely good value, and your maximum hand size is reduced by 3, so it goes down to 4. But the thing is, if you use Inspired Idea with Wizard's Class or Seagate Restoration, you can just bypass that, and I love this. I love this as a neat little trick. Inspired Idea with Wizard Class and the Seagate Restoration to bypass the hand limit. So pretty awesome here. Obviously, we've got other different things that we want to be doing, because obviously we have Reckoner Bankbuster, which lets us draw. We have got Faithful Mending, which lets us draw. So we've got a few different things that lets us get to draw here. Another cool thing is Jin-Gitaxias Progress Tyrant. Whenever you cast an artifact, instant, or sorcery, you're going to be able to copy the first spell each turn, and your opponent is going to get their own first spell countered each turn. So their first countered, yours first is duplicated. So once this thing comes out, it's just pretty much game over from there. Absolutely love this. This is just a natural fit with Emeria's Call and Seagate Restoration, because if you have a Jin-Gitaxias out and you copy your Emeria's Call or your Seagate Restoration, you have the value is endless. You get 2 Emeria's Call for the price of 1, or 2 Seagate Restorations with this Jin-Gitaxias, and it's absolutely insane. Now, you can also use Jin-Gitaxias for Inspired Idea, or Fateful Absence even, or even like a March of Otherworldly. Well, actually, you can't really, because this is actually, it costs mana, so not really that much, but Fateful Absence and everything else, gonna be really awesome here. I think I'm actually, I'm gonna probably remove Test of Talents for Negate, because there's so many different planeswalkers and whatnot. I think Test of Talents is actually a little bit weaker here, but either way, this is what the deck is. We obviously got Doomskar, we've got Farewell. I know that we are running artifacts and enchantments, but it doesn't matter. In the matchups where you need to remove them, it does not matter if you've got a Wizard's Class out or something. You just need to remove the Selesnya enchantments or whatever. So this is pretty much the deck. We're just gonna be drawing, hopefully just doing a bunch of cool stuff with the Inspired Idea. The Inspired Idea is also pretty cool, because you can just go deeper into your deck at the cost of removing some hand maximal hand size. There we go. But you also get to dig for more answers as well. So this is the deck. This is the Draw Festival. Let's see if we can control our opponents, draw some cards, and get ready to vanquish some enemies. Epiphrider, how we doing here? How's it going? Let's go ahead and keep this kind of a yuckier hand, in all honesty. I'm gonna go commit to Field of Ruin first, because I don't know if I want to go for white or blue yet, because we're kind of struggling on the low land count here. Gonna haul the Storm Giants. That is gonna be nice. So now we get a little bit some blue sources here, and we got plains. I don't know if we're going against mono, white or Selesnya enchantments. We could go for Doomskar, but we don't. I guess we'll just go for Bankbuster. Is that a problem? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Thalia. So Thalia is going to be problematic. So I guess we'll just go ahead. Yeah, we'll definitely be taking a Farewell on this Doomskar. Drop this for white, and we're going to need another white source here, because Thalia and friends like to be aggressive. They like to shut out control decks like moi. So Skyclave Apparition, that's actually not that big a deal. We actually probably weren't using that to draw anyway. And then we have a Fateful Absence now. Yeah, I guess that was a big deal, because now we can't draw, so that was a huge deal. Don't mind me, I'm an idiot. We can go for Fateful Absence on the Thalia, but that just still doesn't do much. We could go for Fateful Absence on the Skyclave Apparition, but the 2/2 isn't going to be good enough either, so... yeah, they say good game. It might be, it really might be. Interpret Adversary, so, okay. Let's see what they got going on here. Paying that is going to increase this. Okay, so let's see what we want to do here. We're going to have to just do this on Thalia. Just going to have to. Yeah, we'll go down to 15. Oh god, what a gross. How gross is this? We can go for, I think we're just gonna have to go for Inspired Idea. I think the only thing that I care about right now is using Doomskar. It's the only thing I care about. So we can go for Inspired Idea. Hopefully we get into another blue source here so that we don't have to do the maximum size here. We get no lands. How utterly disgusting is this? I mean, we still have enough for Doomskar here, but now our minimum hand size has been reduced. We're not going to use Test of Talents, and oh my god, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. If we got another blue source, we go into Wizards class and all is well. But we're gonna have to do this for now. Oh my god, what a nightmare. Okay, well, we use the Inspired Idea. We knew what was going on. This, if we can just survive a little bit longer, we might be okay. We got another Wandering Emperor. We can go ahead and use Doomskar. So we got Doomskar here. Yeah, let's go in Doomskar. It's the only thing we can do. Skyclave Apparition will give us back a 2/2 body, so that'll be really nice. We're gonna need that. And look at our hand size. Our hand size has been reduced, which is so sad. So we're gonna have to drop this for tapped. I don't want to. We could have untapped it and then bolted ourselves, but I kind of want to just have a lot of life here. So decided to go no on that. Usher of the Fallen. Okay, let's see if we can get back into this game here. We can go for Wizards class, and we'll still have enough for a Wandering Emperor. And now we can breathe a sigh of relief because now we don't have a hand size anymore. That's gonna be really nice. We'll pass this. We'll be able to have Wandering Emperor, and yeah, we'll go ahead and pass. So our opponent, I don't know if you remember, but they said good game. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good right now. Feeling pretty good about our situation here. We can still flash in a Wandering Emperor. Interfert Adversary, that's gonna be fine. Do your worst. What do you want to do? Go ahead, do it again. Do it again. Okay. Okie dokie. So that's gonna be a 4/3, and oh, there's the Wandering Emperor. Woo! Look at that.
I'm home.
Finally, I'm home. Let's go ahead and get a juicy life total there.
Sad to see you go.
Huh. Okay. So now we're kind of sitting pretty here. What we could use Wizards class if we get into another land source. This is kind of risky though. If this is kind of risky, we could always chump block. So I guess we'll just go ahead and use Wizards class. Draw some cards here. Oh, land source. That's not a land source, but we do have March of Otherworldly Light. March of Otherworldly Light is a really good card. I guess we'll go ahead and use +1 on this to at least be able to trade with the adversary. Not gonna swing in, obviously.
I've got new moves to teach you.
We got new moves to teach you, Elbafrider. So let's go ahead and get this over here. Skyclave Apparition. What are you gonna take? You can't take the token here. So what are you gonna take? You're gonna take the Wandering Emperor? Really? Really?
I still have much to learn.
You do still have a little bit to learn, Wandering Emperor. So they are their own Wandering Emperor. Wowee. Okay. So there are Wandering Emperors coming out to play.
I hope you're ready to lose.
Do we want to use March of Otherworldly Light? I think we do. I mean, this is a lot of damage. I don't really want to chump block, so the problem with the other March of Otherworldly Light is we can use this to get rid of the Wandering Emperor, their Wandering Emperor, because we don't really have any other way to get rid of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and say thinking here. I think we kind of just want to chump block. I'm not concerned about the life gain here. They still have one card in their hand. Yeah, it's one card. Yeah, I think it's fine. We can chump block. I want this March of Otherworldly Light to get rid of their Wandering Emperor. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. So now we can use March of Otherworldly Light. We could use, what, 1, 2, and then our Emperor for that, and then use Farewell. But that kind of also gets rid of our Wizards class. So I guess we'll do this, and we'll use this 4, and then get rid of our own Wandering Emperor, or we could go for Faithful Mending. I think I'd rather just get rid of the Faithful Mending. Oh, this actually cannot hit Planeswalkers, so I'm a big old idiot. A big idiot. And okay, we're just gonna have to say okay. So I'm an idiot. They go, oh, your go, huh? Okay. Okie dokie here. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. We can go for Farewell, obviously. I think that's probably going to be the move here. We can just get back a 4/4. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for me. So, let's go ahead and just exile everything. That's fine, except for, yeah, artifacts, whatever. Just blow up the whole field. I know that we will have a hand size limit now, but we still at 4, so I don't really care. End the turn. 10 to 30. Adeline here is not great. We could We can't use March of Otherworldly Light unless we want to get rid of the Emperor. So that's fine. We can kind of just wait here a little bit.
Fast and strike hard.
Fast and hard, that's a little bit much here. Let's go ahead and our turn now. We can go ahead and use Fateful Absence to just blow this up. And we can go use March of Otherworldly Light, because this thing has Vigilance, so we do have to be mindful of that. I guess we just use Fateful Absence, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have enough. Oh gosh, this is kind of yucky. So let's just go ahead and use Fateful Absence on the Adeline here. They'll get a clue token. I don't really care that much. We'll go ahead and use our Wandering Emperor. Hello, Emperor. Meet Emperor. +1/+1.
Who harms my people must contend with me.
This would be so sick if they have... Okay, so they just burned the clue token, so they obviously don't have a Wandering Emperor themselves. But if they had another Wandering Emperor, I would be so gross.
Our enemies.
So we get rid of their Wandering Emperor. We're sitting on a 5/5, and we also have a March of Otherworldly Light.
Miss me.
I won't miss you. I won't miss you too much. Promise you that. So we have March of Otherworldly Light to get rid of this Cave of the Frost Dragon. And now that our opponent said good game early, I'm actually just going to go ahead and get... I like being toxic. If our opponent is going to be toxic, I'm okay with being toxic as well. Oh, your go. Okay, we'll blow you a little kiss. We'll blow you a little kiss here. What do we want to do? I think we can just kind of sit here and be pretty. -2, -2. Let's just go ahead and just make a white creature token here, right?
We must protect the people.
We must protect the people. I think we could just kind of sit here and have a good time. I mean, we can go for Hall of the Storm Giants. There's really no reason to do that. Let's just swing in with our 5/5. Wandering Emperor. Hello, hello. Okie dokie here. Well, let's see what you want to do here.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming.
Alrighty, so we're gonna get rid of the illusion here. Not a big deal. Don't care about their life total at all. So that's annoying, but we can deal with it. We can deal with it. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and end the turn here. Why not? End the turn. We're still in pretty decent shape here. Elite Spellbinder. Okay. Yeah, we can go ahead and let that resolve. This Test of Talents should really be a negate. I think we're gonna have to change that to a negate, because that's just really irksome. So March of Otherworldly Light, we could probably just use it on the Spellbinder, because we do have a Field of Ruin for the Cave of the Frost Dragon. This is already turning into a grudge match. Our opponent's got what? We got Wandering Emperors all the way around here. So let's see what they want to do here. They don't have enough for the Cave of the Frost Dragon, so that's good. They can't do a whole lot here. So this can create a 2/2. That's fine. That is fine with me.
For intruders.
Intruders? You might have to worry about a little more than intruders. So let's go ahead and use Field of Ruin on this Cave of the Frost Dragon. Get rid of that thing. I don't want to worry about it. Don't even want to think about it ever again. I guess we'll go for blue. Actually kind of are a little bit short on blue sources here. So this Test of Talents really should be a something else. So let's go ahead and use Faithful Mending. Might want to get rid of this because it doesn't do much good. I guess we'll go ahead and get rid of the Test of Talents. Doesn't do us a whole lot of good here. And I guess we'll just pop off the Faithful Mending again. I like life. Life's really good. Go ahead and get rid of this, and I guess we'll get rid of we want the Wizards class, so yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of the land. Whatever, we don't need land. Come on, we don't need land. Ooh, there's Jin, baby. There is Jin-Gitaxias, our lovely love child. Let's go ahead and I think we should just. Ooh, it's kind of close. Should we use March of? Because if we drop Jin-Gitaxias, we can get into March of Otherworldly Light and be able to cast this, and we get to double it up. So let's drop Jin-Gitaxias, Progress Tyrant. Ooh, listen to that shriek. How awesome is that? So now we get to go ahead and put this 1/1 and first strike with Vigilance, of course.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Strike fast and strike hard. So, ooh, the Seat of the Empire. My goodness, this is just a back and forth classic matchup here. Adeline is going to be annoying. They can swing in for 3 in the air. And 1 with the Adeline, so they get a good draw there. It's not the end of the world. We can still ping them off with the Jin-Gitaxias. I think this is the beginning of the end, though. So, let's go ahead and kill this. The Wandering Emperor is not in any sort of danger. We go down to 11.
I'm not impressed.
I'm not impressed either. I'm not impressed either. Now we can go for March of Otherworldly Light. We can just ping away the Adeline and the Elite Spellbinder. Don't care at all, even a little bit. Let's drop our Wizards class, and I'm going to use this right away. Right away. They actually left us no blue. What is going on here? Whoa. We don't. I guess we just don't have any blue. We just don't have any blue to have, so that makes sense. But I'm going to use this exile. Let's exile the Elite Spellbinder. We are going to win the War of Attrition.
Sad to see you go.
We are going to win the War of Attrition 100%, so I am not too worried about that. And the only problem with this is copying it with Jin-Gitaxias is actually we can't use the, because we're not technically spending mana, so that is kind of unfortunate. So I guess we'll just go ahead and foretell this, so we don't get the extra thing with Jin-Gitaxias. So that's unfortunate, and I guess we'll just keep the Doomskar in case we need some sort of spot removal. I'm just gonna sit pretty. Again, just sitting pretty here. I think we're gonna win the War of Attrition. And what are they gonna do here? So they're just gonna pass. Okay, we can just go for March of Otherworldly Light. I guess we'll just chill on that. No need to get crazy here. Faithful Mending. Okay, here's where we start accruing too much value for our opponent. Faithful Mending, yeah, good game. You're darn right it's good game. Don't ever premature good game. It's not fun. It's not fun. Oh, we get an inspired idea. Let's go ahead and ditch away this and the Doomskar. Don't want to blow up the field anymore. And we get another Faithful Mending. We already have a Wizards class out, so we'll go ahead and get rid of the Wizards class. Here's where it's going to be awesome. Look at this. Inspired idea with Jin-Gitaxias and Wizard class out. Look at all this that we're going to be able to do. So fun. Now, unfortunately, Inspired Idea, we already casted something, so we don't get the added ability, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. I guess we'll just make the Wandering Emperor live. And we can still go for Saw It Coming, so let's go ahead and just swing in here. If they have a Wandering Emperor, I don't care, because we have a Saw It Coming. Wow, that'd be really, hey, that was close. That was close. We'll go ahead and blow him a kiss, because, you know, that was a little scary there. Down to 26. I don't care if they want to swing in. At this point, they've used all 3 of their Wandering Emperors. So, okay, if they just want to do that, they're going to kill our Wandering Emperor, but I don't really care. I kind of want to get some damage off here. Plus, we got another Jin-Gitaxias.
Still have much to learn.
Okay, so, oof, what do we even want to do here? Guess we'll drop that, and we'll go ahead and do Faithful Mending. I guess we'll take the... We're gonna probably just deck out at this point, so we do have to be a little bit careful here. The Seagate... Go ahead and say thank you. Thank you. We do have to be a little bit mindful of everything here. So I guess we're actually going to forego the Seagate Restoration because I don't want to mill ourselves out here. Let's just get rid of this, that's fine. And we can go for March of Otherworldly Lights. Sure. Let's go ahead and use this, and we'll go ahead and for 3. I do not want to do that. We'll get rid of the Adeline here. Auto pay. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Swing in here. No way. No way. I'm gonna give him a nice. This is crazy. Wow.
I will protect my... You're done.
Oh my god. No way. I mean, 35 cards. That is 4 Wandering Emperors. That is disturbing. Wow. Okay. Wowee. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and drop this. We're gonna drop Jin. Second Jin. We still have another Wandering Emperor. I guess we'll just play it now. And exile this. Nah, we'll wait. There's no reason to get crazy here. No reason to get crazy. We can also go for Wizards class, which is kind of cool. Usher of the Fallen. We only have 15 cards in our deck. I'm waiting for the. Oh man, I don't know if we're gonna win this. So this is gonna have first strike. It's not gonna have vigilance. I guess we'll go and flash in our Wandering Emperor here. Let's go ahead and do this and use. What do we want to do? Jwari Disruption.
To me.
Okay, well, I guess now it's just time to start beating face. So let's go for Cave of the Frost Dragon, and we can go for Hall of the Storm Giants. I think it's just time to start doing this. So I'm just gonna do this. Nothing fancy here. We can be very, very aggressive here. +1/+1 on our creature here. And I'm just gonna swing in.
We greet our enemies.
Let's just swing in here. I don't care if they kill the Jin-Gitaxias, that's not a big deal at this point. It's more just about killing them before we deck out. We have 14 cards here. So we clear the board here. I'm actually going to drop the Jwari Disruption, and then that way we can go for Hall of the Storm Giants and Cave of the Frost Dragon, and we'll be able to start beating some face really good here. Field of Ruin.
Protect the people.
Drop this. I don't want to use Seagate Restoration just because it doesn't. We only draw a few cards. It's not really worth it. At this point, we just want to be aggressive. Gonna use Wandering Emperor. We have the edge here, so I guess we'll just create more bodies here. We'll do that, and
Let your blade do the talking.
oh, my blade's gonna do the talking. All right, 1, 2, 3. So we're good for Cave of the Frost Dragon. Bang. They don't have. Hey, there's no more Wandering Emperors. There's no more Wandering Emperors. We don't have to worry about them. They're gone. So down to 19, and we're still going to be able to use Hall of the Storm Giants and Cave of the Frost Dragon every single turn. Pretty awesome.
May your blade strike true.
Luminarch Aspirant is annoying. Might need an Aspirant after this match. It's been so long. So 3/3. Another Wizards class. Okay, well, yeah, I guess we'll go for this because they can clean block this. So we'll go ahead and make this a 3/3. We're gonna do the same gosh darn thing.
Strike hard.
We're gonna do the same gosh darn thing. Frost, Hall of the Storm Giants, Cave of the Frost Dragon. We're just gonna start beating your face in, because this is what we're doing. We have 12 cards left. I do not want to deck out, and we're gonna just keep chipping away, keep chipping away. Don't get impatient. They are the aggro deck. They need to be the ones impatient. So
I guess that's that.
that's
Let your
that, I
blade
guess.
Do the talking.
Okie dokie. We can go for. I guess we'll drop this, and now we can go for another Wizards class. So here's gonna be the move. We're gonna use this -2, -2. Or do we want to just put the counter on the Cave of the Frost Dragon? I think we kind of just do. Cave of the Frost Dragon. We'll put the 1/1 counter on the Cave of the Frost Dragon because they can't block it, and then if they have another Cave of the Frost Dragon, we'll be able to be doing that. So let's put the 1/1 counter on Cave of the Frost Dragon here. And Hall of the Storm Giants.
We greet our enemies.
Let's show them how we greet our enemies. And we let the Field of Ruin up. Oh man, that was actually our fault. I don't know what the heck's going on there. That is auto tap. Come on. I mean, I know that's my fault technically, but come on. We can just, so we can't get our second Wizards class out, but you know, it is what it is. Down to 6 life they go, and again, I can't believe we survived 4 Wandering Emperors. Wow, what a good game. Hey, good game. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more Magic deck videos every single day. Prison Wallet, how are we doing here? This it's a good name. I love me a good Prison Wallet, you know? So we got Cave of the Frost Dragon. Let's see what we got going on in Paladin class. Are we just going against like mono blue aggro? Or mono white aggro? That's kind of what the vibes I'm getting here. Kind of unfortunate, but you know, hey, we'll go for a Wizards class here. Want to get this out before we go for the Cave of the Frost Dragon. These spells are only going to cost more on their turn, so we're not really super counter heavy, so I don't think I'm really that worried about that. But Wizard class is going to allow us to have no maximum hand size, so it's cool. Go for Overgrown Farmland. So I'm assuming we probably will be playing the enchantment decks then. If they're running green, just got a funny feeling. So let's go for Cave of the Frost Dragon. Let's just go for Reckoner Bankbuster. We won't be able to use the Faithful Absence anyway because of the Paladin class if they want to drop something here. The good thing about Farewell is we get to pick and choose. Now, I know that we are running Wizards class, but we're going to need the Farewell. So, Catilda. Interesting. Okay. Well, Catilda, how are we doing here? I guess we'll drop the Field of the Ruin just because they have Cave of the Frost Dragon. And we could always go for Wizards class here, or we could go for Fateful Absence. I'm not that worried right now about this. I think the best move is to pop off this Wizards class. I'm not even joking. I don't see what I could be really threatened with the Faithful Absence. We're here to draw cards. We're at 20 life. Not that worried. No hand limit or anything. Not that we would use that right now anyway. So we get off a decent little draw spell here. Better than the Bankbuster. And the only other alternative would be using Faithful Absence. But I'm not that concerned about our life total. I don't think that we're that threatened right now. So let's see what we want to do. Catilda, it's kind of, I don't know. Are we playing White Enchantments or Machiko's Reign of Truth? So, okay, so this is going to go up to, what, a 5/5. So this is the last turn that we can be drawing cards. We got to be a little bit more wary of our situation here. But I'm feeling pretty good about this. So we do get a Jwari. Jwari is nice. I guess we can play this for, let's go for blue. That gives us an option to see it coming. We can drop that, what, yeah, so this will cost 1 more, so that'll cost 4 with Paladin class up. We can do that. We can Fateful Absence. Let's go for the Fateful Absence on this right now, because then I don't want them to use the Reign of Truth on this thing. And if they've got something, they do not. I know that they can use the Clue, but the problem with using this is that if they have something to block, I don't know what this deck is capable of, so if they have something to protect it, like a Snakeskin Veil or something, I'd rather just use that and give them the Clue, because late game we'll be able to win anyway, so I do not care about that. And I guess we'll go ahead and foretell this, or do we want to use Reckoner Bankbuster? Because we already have a Farewell in our hand, so I guess we'll just go ahead and do the See It Coming. They don't have anything to threaten us on the board. They can't swing next turn or anything, so I guess we'll just use this. Feeling okay about our standing right now. I did take a prolonged period of time there, but hey, you know, whatever. This is control. We're taking a little bit longer time. I'm sorry. So Michiko's Reign of Truth does not have a target, so that's really good. Let's see what they want to do here. This thing can get not reanimated technically. It's disturbed. Rangers class. Okay. Hello, puppy dog. Hello, puppy dog. How we doing here? So Paladin class is gonna kick this up to a 3/3. Okay, so I mean that's pretty good. Gotta be mindful of that. Let's go ahead and drop the Deserted Beach, and at this point, I mean, we still have a counter. We can still go for Farewell. We still have the Bankbuster. I think we just sit here. Let's just sit pretty. Pass the old turn. And Michiko's Reign of Truth is gonna go into a creature, but it does have Summoning Sickness, so I'm not too worried about that. So Spirited Companion, do we want this to resolve? I'm actually halfway thinking about just like saying no, just so we can keep a little bit of tempo here. What else are they gonna drop? Are they baiting me? I feel like they might be. We'll let this resolve because they still have 3. And I know this gets a little bit bigger, but we're going to be able to blow up this board. Or exile at least the enchantments. I'm not too worried about the wizard class going away. We didn't activate anything else. So wedding announcements. It doesn't really matter. I think we can actually hold this off because next turn we're using Farewell. And we're going to get rid of this anyway. So we actually just let this resolve. I don't care. And they actually, if they had 2 creatures... If they had 2 creatures swinging in here, I would be saying no. But because that they only do that, they create a 1/1 rather than draw a card. And I don't want them drawing cards. So we can use Reckoner Bankbuster. Boom! Draw a card. Because I love drawing cards in this deck. We get another Farewell. We're going to use Field of Ruin to bust one of these Cave of the Frost Dragons. Kind of sucks that they have 2. But at least we'll be able to do that. And we're done. It doesn't really matter. We've got enough sources for each color here. So I'm going to grab a white source, sure. Let's grab a pretty white source. And now, let's drop this for white. White not, you know. Oh, goodness. So let's go ahead and use Farewell. And I'm actually going to exile everything. Yeah, let's go everything except for... not artifacts. So we still have a Reckoner Bankbuster. Exile all graveyards because that's going to hit the Martyr, enchantments, and creatures. And let's just blow up this entire board. Goodbye and farewell. So, now that we've got that out of the way, let's go ahead and fix up our hand here a little bit. We got a Hollowed Haunting. That's annoying, but we still have another Farewell, so I don't really care. They can go ahead and do whatever they want. They're going to still need to do some... They're going to still have to have Summoning Sickness as well, so I don't really care about that. We can go that, and I'm kind of tempted to do this, because they can go for what? Cave of the Frost Dragon? Because they have Cave of the Frost Dragon, I'm not going to use Seagate Restoration. Really disappointing. I want to be able to draw all the cards. This would be really cool here, but I think we just, well, they can just hit us for 3, right? Go down to 9. They have no way to make haste. Let's do it. This is the Draw Festival, baby. Seagate Restoration. Let's go ahead and draw some cards here, and we have no, no maximum hand size anymore. So this is the Draw Festival. This is what we're doing, baby. Let's go ahead and get all this all the way. I don't care. They think that they're being menacing. I don't care, because look how many cards we have in our hand. We've got a Farewell. I don't care. I do not care. Do your worst. I actually kind of want to, you know, let's lull them into a false sense of security, or do we just want to do it now? Get rid of these Hollowed Hauntings now. I don't know. I guess we can just do it now. I guess. Let's go for a Hall of the Storm Giants, because it's going to come in tapped. We already have enough for the Farewell anyway. Oh, that's actually kind of a mistake. Oh, I lost count a little bit. I guess we could go for Farewell. Yeah, either way, we could have used the extra land here without being tapped in for that, but let's go ahead and exile creatures and everything except for the artifacts again. And we're still gonna have this, and let's still go play out this Wizards class. It's not gonna be a big deal because we already don't have a hand size, and we just take it. We're just gonna, hey, we just outlast them. Let's go. So we're back here at the Hideout with the post-game wrap, and just gotta say that this is a really, really fun deck. I had a blast playing it. Now, is this like the most competitive deck ever? Or at least the most competitive deck of Azorius control? No, it's not, but it is one of the most fun, I'll tell you what. And there's a lot of different things you can do. If you can resolve a Jin-Gitaxias, you can do a lot of cool stuff. You can actually roll with the punches here, especially with like the Hullbreaker version. If you have a Jin-Gitaxias, you can counter their first spell pretty gosh darn good. But, you know, it is what it is. I think that what this deck really could use is another alternate win condition. I checked. Feel free to roast me in the comments if I'm missing something. I want there to be like something that says if you get decked out, you actually win the game. I don't see anything that does that. I think that would be great. Now, this is not in the deck, by the way, but I do have the Triska Diacafale. Hey, I can't say the word, but if you have no maximum hand size, which is also cool. If you have exactly 13 cards in your hand, you win the game, and you can also use mana to draw a card. It's a fun little card. I couldn't end up putting it in. It just wasn't. Come on, it's just not that good. 13 is a hard number to hit exactly, so decided to go no with that. But I wish there was something else kind of like this where like it says like if you just deck out you win. I think that would be pretty cool because you can deck out yourself really easily in this deck. If you have Jin-Gitaxias out and you start ripping off some draw cards and your opponent has like a crazy board, it does get a little bit weird. As you can see with that match that we had, you have to be careful because you can deck yourself out. So, but I mean, that's what the Cave of Frost Dragon and the Hall of Storm Giants is for. And last but not least, I went ahead and removed the Test of Talents for Negate. I just don't think Test of Talents is that good enough to warrant running that, because Negate hits enchantments, artifacts, and planeswalkers. So Negate is much better. Go ahead and run Negate. So other than that, that is the deck video. Go ahead and leave me a like. The button looks just like this. It helps out the channel tremendously. Go and comment, like, subscribe. Tell me how ugly I am in the comments down below. Just do something that really helps out the channel, and I appreciate all of you. But until then, I will see you on the next episode. ManaMan, out.